I took a close look at this one. This was a game where it seemed like at the very end we were about to win, but somehow the other team pulled off a victory, even though from our side it looked like we had taken a number of them down. And what happened was there was no foul play happening. There was no glitch. What happened was Brian took down two. It was us against them, 4 against 4. Brian took down 2 with a sniper rifle, and Brittany took down 1. So we took down a total of 3. I think sometimes we have the illusion that we've killed more players because we're sometimes all shooting at the same individual. They die, and more than one of us thinks that we got the kill because we happen to be firing at that person. So in the heat of battle, we might have one person go down. Obviously, only one of us killed him, but 3 of us or 4 of us were all shooting at that person, and more than one of us in our minds, we think that we got that kill. So when we start comparing notes, we'll say, well, I got 2 kills, I got 4 kills, I got 1 kill, and some of them are the same kill, and that may be what happened in this game. During the final battle, I didn't get any kills, and Dee didn't get any kills. Brian got 2 and Brittany got 1, and there was 1 player on their team that survived to the very end and took the last 2 of us out with a shotgun. At the start of the final battle, I think one of the mistakes that we made early on, we didn't realize how close the storm was behind these guys, and they would not have been able to fall back behind that hill and heal up if we had just opened up on them while they're standing on top of the hill right here when this clip begins. I don't think we knew that. We didn't have a good view of where the storm was exactly behind them. So we thought if we opened fire, they'd just drop back and start healing, but they couldn't have done that. Storm would have pushed them, and we should have just opened up. Brian had a sniper rifle, I had a sniper rifle. We all had some sort of long distance, and we could have just opened up on them. And then we would have done some damage. The storm would have started pushing them down, and I think we would have had a better outcome. But, we didn't know that at the time. So here we're watching through Brian's perspective through the sniper rifle, and he sees them up there. We all see them. We're all watching them up there, and pretty soon all of the heads will pop up. We'll see the entire team up there, and I think we are thinking right now that if we start shooting, they'll duck behind the hill. But if you look at the map that's shown on the playback, they don't have anywhere to go. So here they come, and Brian will take out 2 with the sniper rifle. There's 4 of them and 4 of us right now. Brian will take out 2 with the sniper. Here's the first one. Gone. And this is the second one. Second one just is taking out D right now. D's gone, but then Brian takes her out. Okay, freeze here for a second. Right when Brian took that player out, I was taken out by a player who was charging up the hill. So we have 2 players who are up, Brian and Brittany, and they have 2 players who are up. Brian turns and runs to the battle that Brittany's fighting, and the next important sequence is Brittany. She takes down a player, and then she almost immediately, right after she takes down a player, she gets taken down. Okay, we'll freeze right there because the guy who's going to take out Brittany and Brian is charging up the hill with a shotgun. He'll take out Brittany and then he'll take out Brian, and it's easiest to show it from his perspective. At this point in the game, it's 2 against 1. We have Brian and Brittany, and they only have 1 player, the one who's just about to charge up the hill. For the sake of making it clear on what happens, I backed up the video just a little bit. So as he's charging up the hill, you'll see again Brittany take out that player that you just saw her take out. And you'll see him take out Brittany and then Brian. It's important to note that as soon as that last player took out Brian, all of his teammates stand back up. So the one Brittany just killed stood back up. Right, so it really was just down to 1 person on their team, but all of their team stands back up. Kind of makes it look like there was a person who should have been down that wasn't, but they all stand up at the end of the game. And something else that's noteworthy is that when it's counting the number of players that are still in the game, it considers crawlers still alive. So you don't see the count go down until somebody is actually a card. Then you see the count go down. So I think some of those points of confusion, along with the fact that a lot of that, I didn't show it, but a lot of those clips where somebody was taking an individual out on the other team, more than one of us were firing at that person. So I think there is a perception that sometimes we get kills that one of our teammates actually scored. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.